Taurus, hello. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. If you are new, hello, I am Yasmin. If you have not already, please like and subscribe. Taurus, we have a new deck here, okay, that we're going to be using, and I actually really do like this deck. So we're going to see we're going to read the book, see the meanings of it. I want to tell you my own interpretation based on the cards too, but I've already pulled some. And I'm just going to go ahead and tell you what I saw. I don't do reversals, but the Hierophant was in reverse. But this was the first card that came out, the Three of Swords. This has something to do with a connection, a severing, a departure, a painful situation that some of you are experiencing at the moment. Just looking at this is like tears flowing. Some of you guys just feel heartbroken. And, a lot of you have already experienced this. Some of you guys are experiencing this, and some of you will. Especially, and I'm reading for the first part of the month. It could happen the second part or the third part of the month. And you got the 5 + 2 there, which talks about relationships, and you have here the Hierophant here. So the Hierophant, which talks about committed relationships, is in reverse. So what we're going to do is go ahead and not clarify. We're going to read what this Three of Swords mean here for you, Taurus. Here it says, ouch, your heart hurts, and a valid reason. It says entanglement and confusion are making a relationship, be it platonic or sexual, it could be a friendship, okay? It says it's making it messy as hell, okay? Entanglement or confusion, whether it be platonic or situation, is making this situation messy as hell. It says now is the time to have a good cry. Release it all. The pain is only temporary. And here it says, on your own, you are destined to discover a renewed sense of self. Heartbreak helps you see more clearly what you deserve and what you stand for. Peace and stillness are just one step away. This is just so good. This is so good. I hate that some of you are experiencing this, right? Disappointment. Some of you guys, even when it comes down to relationships, you've already experienced this and your heart isn't open. You may not even want it anymore. Okay? But I just feel that a lot of you are maybe losing hope in relationships, because this is the reason why the Hierophant would be in reverse. Now we're going to go ahead and clarify the Hierophant, because we already know that talks about relationships. But let's see what comes out here for you, Taurus, with that Hierophant. Let's see if we can get it. You got the Empress. Hold on. Magician. There we go. The Hierophant in reverse is rejecting something or feeling rejected. Okay, because something that you expected, especially if this has something to do with a job, or maybe there was a contract that someone broke. You were supposed to do a job and, they canceled it, right? But either way, it says now is the moment to examine the motivation behind certain choices and be aware. You can only change yourself and your actions, okay? But yeah, I definitely see some problems here. And a lot of you, you've been attached to certain people who led you on. And now, you feel left in a lurch, just according to some other energy on this meaning of this card. And then at the bottom of the deck, you have the Nine of Swords and you have the Devil. So, wow, the Nine of Swords, you already know what this means. It talks about sleepless nights, anxiety, the roaring of the heart, feeling very, very frustrated. It looks like part of that sword is in that lion's eye. You're kind of like, how didn't I see it? Why didn't I see it, right? And it's a sword, okay? Some of you are dealing with health issues too. And if you've been dealing with money problems, that is going to turn around for you. It really, really is. Some of you are expecting someone to call or are expecting someone to drop by or to message you, and I don't see them doing that. And that's another thing that's causing a lot of anxiety for you. You know, the Hierophant is talking about tradition. It could be family, certain type of family structure that you expect to have, that you feel that you should have, even with your family. You don't have that. Let's see what the Nine of Swords is saying. And that's sitting right on top of the Three of Swords. So you guys are not feeling your best here. Nine of Swords. Here it says, this is your prompt to check in on your cycling negative thoughts. Fears and worries can turn into self-fulfilling prophecies if you don't stop and check in. Now, we're not saying that you don't have anything to be sad about, because we already saw that with the Three of Swords. Because remember, it says, ouch. Yes, you definitely have a reason to be hurt. But here it's just, you're manifesting, sitting in these negative thoughts over and over again, and you're manifesting a dark reality. Meaning, when you wake up in the morning, you're going to have these negative thoughts, and of course, you already know it's just not going to be a good day. Now, of course, we know that's not realistic. We know that's just totally not realistic. You deserve support, right? And then this talks about enlist others to help you. Get some support. Talk to people. Some of you guys like to sit in your pain and don't talk to anybody and not get any guidance from people that you trust. This right here could be anger, right? Like, you're angry about things not working out the way you want them to work out in your life. You feel stuck. You feel bound by your circumstances and situations. And a lot of you could be angry about that. Let's get the Devil. Let's see what comes out here with the Devil here. I want to see what this says. So here with the Devil, the Devil is our innermost critic, the part of ourselves that has been shaped by shame and guilt. It holds us hostage, yanking the chain of confinement whenever we venture too far into our trauma. Do not react in anger. There it is again. Remember, Taurus, we've been talking about the anger. Do not react in anger. And instead, consider the Devil for what it is, a reflection of ourselves. This is not to blame, you guys, but again, sometimes this talks about codependency and addictions and stuff. So yeah, for some of you, yes, like where's the pain on the inside of you that you've been holding on to certain things and hurting certain people? It says, consider your inner critic, your inner child. It is a part of us longing for validation, softness, and parenting. It is the part of us that is longing for validation, softness, and parenting. It says, explore boundaries with your most traumatized selves while also honoring your struggle. Acceptance is your path to fully freeing yourself. Acceptance. Validation, softness, and parenting. That is what you're longing for. Nurturing. You need to feel nurtured. And some of you haven't been nurtured even when you were a child. You were not nurtured. You didn't have the parent there, the type of parent that you need, the type of parenting that you need. And even in your relationships, it's been based on codependency. It's been very toxic. Some of you been in very toxic situations. And even if it's not that, even if it has nothing to do with your parents, even if it has nothing to do with toxic situations, it's your codependency, your desire, your longing to feel validated by someone that you want, that didn't show you what you really wanted to see. And some of you could be holding on to guilt because of what you've allowed someone else to do. And the Devil also talks about how this could be triggering old memories and causing you to feel that you don't deserve, or feeling that you are undeserving in some way. Now here at the bottom, it says you got the Seven of Swords in reverse. And truthfully with this, the Seven of Swords, we're going to read it, but this talks about, no longer being blinded, because usually when it's upright, it could be that you are avoiding to see something. Right, and which is the Devil talks about before, about how, You know, we are not looking at things for what it really is, right? So now the Seven of Swords in reverse is like, oh no, you see it and you can't run away from it, not this time. So we're going to go ahead and see what that Seven of Swords is in reverse. Here it says, are you the one who's always giving out great advice or giving? Are you the one that's showing up with more food to put on the table and giving so much from your own pocket that you can't afford your rent? Are you the one who's not considering your own boundaries? Or are your people around you not considering boundaries? You aren't being honest with yourself about how much you have to give and how much you have been giving. Ooh, I didn't say it, they did. This is about secrets and lies. And part of that has something to do with you lying to yourself and how other people have been holding secrets. How you could be holding secrets and being found out. Okay? So universe doesn't want you to hold on to anything or anyone anymore. Not even the excuses you've been telling yourself. Okay, so going into the beginning part of January, or the second part, or the third, right? This is going to be what you're going to be dealing with. Okay, and some of you are dealing with that now. Now, of course, you know we're going to be coming back with more because this is a new deck, and you guys already know when it's new decks, I stick with it for like a good month or 2 months. Okay, so we're going to really dive deeply into this. But if you guys are interested in a reading here, Taurus, thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. All the information for a reading is down below in the description box, and I'll see you guys back here again soon. Love you guys. Bye.